Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and yeah, the Academy Awards, the Oscars 2015 has just started. So, after every win, I'm gonna be discussing my thoughts on the win. But the Neil Patrick Harris, Anna Kendrick, and Jack Black have just finished their musical number. Yeah, Jack Black and Anna Kendrick and Neil Patrick Harris. Yeah, pretty interesting. I liked how they referenced a bunch of movies. They started off with singing in the rain, and then going off to North by Northwest, and then they just referenced a bunch of movies from like last year till now, and even this year actually a few of them. Jack Black was pretty funny. He kind of teased a bit on 50 Shades of Grey. He kind of kind of shit on it a bit, which is kind of funny, and it kind of deserves it either way. They even they reference North by Northwest, Singing in the Rain, Back to the Future franchise, the Avengers, Star Wars, and even some of the more recent movies, again, like 50 Shades of Grey, Into the Woods, Foxcatcher, Whiplash, Selma, um, on, American Sniper, on the picture, Best Picture nominated movies from this year. What else is there? On the Best Picture, American Sniper, Selma, Theory of Everything, Imitation Game. What else is there? Boyhood, Birdman. It was just pretty cool how they referenced everything, even from the past and present. As I said before, Avengers and Star Wars and Back to the Future. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some. I'm pretty almost positive. Let's see, Into the Woods. They also referenced. Um, I'm pretty sure I'm missing a ton of them. I'm kind of sure. They also referenced the Field of Dreams. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm missing a tons of references that I just can't think of off the top of my head. Cause yeah, but they reference a ton of movies from back then and now. I think the latest one was probably North by Northwest or Singing in the Rain, one of the first two references. But and I think the most recent ones would have to be the ones from the Oscar-nominated movies, which would I think the newest one would probably be Selma, because it came out this year on wide release, limited release back in 2014, but wide release on 2015. So I think the newest one will be Selma. So yeah. I'm just gonna give my quick thoughts after a picture wins, or after a movie or whatever wins. And yeah, and I think I've decided I'm gonna skip The Walking Dead this evening, or yeah, because The Walking Dead is from 9 to 10, and this is gonna be from 8 to 11. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna skip it. This one time. In total I've missed The Walking Dead 4 times. This will be my fifth time. But I'm gonna record it and watch it later. So yeah, that's basically it for now. I'm gonna return later once the first award is given, and yeah, see you then. So the first award of the night is Best Supporting Actor, and would you believe J.K. Simmons wins? I mean, obviously he's gonna win. I mean, if you guys saw Whiplash, it was maybe the best part of that whole movie. I mean, that was a great movie in my opinion. He was probably the best actor. I mean, Miles Teller in that movie was also pretty great, but J.K. Simmons, he was, I think, pretty incredible. And of course, J.K. Simmons wins. The other nominees in this category include Robert Duvall and the judge. And it's kind of funny because Robert Duvall kind of seems a little bit sad, but then he starts clapping, which is pretty funny. You also have Ethan Hawke in Boyhood, which I thought was pretty good in that movie. Oh, by the way, I never saw the judge, so I don't know how Robert Duvall did. But in the small scene they showed us, I thought he did pretty good too. Mark Ruffalo for Foxcatcher. Foxcatcher, the whole actor stuff they chose with him as best supporting actor and Stephen Carell as best lead actor or whatever. I don't really agree with that. I mean, yes, he did a great job. I think Channing Tatum should have been best leading actor, and then Stephen Carell for best supporting actor. If anything, Channing Tatum for best supporting actor. I don't really think Mark Ruffalo should have been in the whole ballot to begin with, but he still did a pretty good job in my opinion. And the other actor is who was the other actor? Edward Norton for Birdman. I thought he did a pretty good job too. Sad, but J.K. Simmons wins obviously practically by a landslide. I mean, we all knew who the guy was gonna win. He did a pretty great. He was a pretty great actor in that movie. And yeah, now on to the next award. Okay, so right now you have Maroon 5 and Adam Levine, and they basically performed the theme song from the movie Begin Again. I haven't seen the movie, nor have I ever heard the song up until now. I guess it's a pretty good song. It's not really one I listen to on like much, maybe once every like couple months or anything, if anything. But yeah, I guess the song's okay, pretty good. Just wanted to comment on that really fast. And also another thing to comment on that really fast is that right before the song played, they had the girl from 50 Shades of Grey come out and present Maroon 5 to perform the song. I don't think that was the wisest choice, considering the fact that 50 Shades of Grey is right now one of America's most hated movies right now. It's funny because Neil Patrick Harris said, one of the biggest hits this year, and I'm like, yeah, it's a hit box office wise, but critically, not really. So I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on that. Now on to the next award, I hope. Okay, so Malena Cananero, I believe is how you pronounce her name, for the Grand Budapest Hotel she has just won the Oscar Academy Award for Best Costume Design. So yeah, I pretty much called it for. The other nominees for that would include Mr. Turner, Maleficent, Into the Woods, and Inherent Vice. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good choice. I do think they had the best costumes. Maleficent, I thought that was pretty cool, but really the only reason for that one would have been because, in my opinion, was because Maleficent, she has a big ass wings at the back. Mr. Turner, I guess it looks pretty good. Inherent Vice looks pretty good, and the other one, what was the other one again? Into the Woods. I thought the costume design for them was pretty good. So yeah, but Milena, I already forgot her name, Corona or something like that, Corcosa. She won for the Grand Budapest Hotel, really well deserved. So yeah, now on to the next award. Okay, so for best makeup and hairstyle, of course the Grand Budapest Hotel takes it again. This time we have for best makeup and hairstyle, and the makeup and hairstylists are Frances Hannon and Mark Colorso or something like that. Collier, I don't know. So yeah, the other two nominees were Guardians of the Galaxy and Foxcatcher. If you guys have seen my previous videos, you guys already know my thoughts on Foxcatcher being nominated for this award. For me personally, I don't really think it should have won. I mean, been nominated. So I'm sorry, been nominated for Foxcatcher should have been nominated mostly because it really is just a nose job for Stephen Carell. Guardians of the Galaxy, that probably does deserve a nomination. I think it would have been really cool if that would have won. But I don't think we're ever going to see a comic book movie win any type of award soon, unless we have some kind of death right before the premiere of the movie starts. Heath Ledger. So yeah, the Grand Budapest Hotel, it does deserve the award in my opinion. So yeah, pretty good. Grand Budapest Hotel takes it home again. Okay, so Channing Tatum, he just came out and he basically introduced like 6 up and coming film directors, I guess. They called it the 2015 Teen Choice Directing Awards or something like that. I don't know exactly, something like that. Congratulations to them, I guess. 6 of them. I already forgot the names, but I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on that. Hopefully, they do end up making some of the best movies in the future, some great movies in the future, whether they be blockbuster movies for the summer or for Oscar-nominated movies within the next 20 years, or who the hell knows. So good luck to them. And yeah, now on to the next award. So yeah, now next up we have the best foreign film for 2014, and from Poland the winner is Ida. So yeah, I haven't seen any of the foreign films. There's 5 of them. It was Ida, Timbuktu, Wild Tales, Tangerines, it's something like Tangerines. I'm gonna pronounce it Tangerines, and Leviathan. So yeah, Leviathan's from Russia. Tangerines, I forget where it's from. Wild Tales is from Argentina, and the other one, Leviathan's from Russia. Timbuktu, I believe they said Malaysia or something like that. And Tangerines, I believe it's like Estonia, or I believe it was Estonia, or maybe it's Tangerines is Malaysia and the other one's Estonia, but something like that. So yeah, from Poland, we have Ida. Pretty interesting. Haven't seen any of them. The only 2 that really seem to interest me though are Timbuktu and Leviathan. Hopefully I see them later this year or in the future sometime, because lately I have been getting into foreign films. So yeah, congratulations to Ida. It was actually my pick for best foreign film to possibly win. Again, I haven't seen any of them. I just offered what I read in the internet. So yeah, so lately I've been getting them all right. So yay. Now the next award, which I believe they said the next award was the best animated film. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Maybe best animated short film. I don't know. So yeah, down up to the next award, which will be, if I have to hear Everything Is Awesome one more time. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, so despite the fact that I do agree that the Lego Movie got snubbed for best animated feature, I don't think it should have been nominated for best song in a movie. for best original score or whatever the hell it's gonna be called, best song in a movie. That's one of the reasons I really did not like that movie, because the song is dumb as fuck. Yeah, it's just completely dumb. It's like everything is awesome. No, everything is not fucking awesome. That movie was not fucking awesome. The animation style was great. Aside from that, it was complete shit. Bye. Now to the next award. I am on a roll today. Yes, best short live action film, or best live action short film, whatever you want to call it. The winner is The Phone Call. Yes, I'm on a roll right now. I should have bet on this like crazy this morning or whatever, because I also predicted that The Phone Call would win for best live action short film. So, oh, god damn it, yeah. So which ones have I got? So I've gotten all these right so far. Hopefully my luck continues, and I kind of wish I would have bet on all this right now, because this is the fifth time, or what is this, the fourth or fifth award they've already given out? Because they gave out Best Supporting Actor. What did they give? I didn't see Best Supporting Actor, Best Foreign Film. Yeah, this one, and I already forgot what they gave out previously. Whatever. Let's just say I'm winning this thing. Yes. Now on to the next award. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have been bragging earlier. Yeah, I finally lost an award, or whatever. I lost the prediction, but whatever. So yeah, best short documentary, short film, or whatever it's called, best short documentary, or best whatever. The winner was Crisis Hotline. And I originally I predicted White Earth. So yeah, I mean it's a loss, but then again I haven't seen any of them. So yeah, but I guess I shouldn't have been bragging earlier. But let's see, like let's see, one loss out of five. Uh, still a pretty, still pretty good. If I don't say so myself. Um. So yeah. Hopefully I continue on this good spree. Hopefully I get more right than wrong. Yeah. Now on to the next award. Okay, so quick update now. Viola Davis is saying this about some kind of governor's award. I think it's pretty interesting. So apparently they nominated four people. Atoyo Miyazaki, or Akoyo Miyazaki. I don't even know how to say his name. The guy from Studio Ghibli. He was apparently nominated. That's the only one I can really recall. Like I know the name of, like I've actually heard of. Um, yeah, the other three people, I guess we're good. Whatever. Just trying to say that I'll give my quick opinions. Congratulations to them. Yeah, congratulations, congratulations to Miyazaki for actually being nominated for that Governor's Award. Apparently, some kind of activism award for a lifelong achievement award or something like that. Yeah, again, Miyazaki is the only one actually recognized, like by name. So yeah, pretty cool of that. Now on to the next award. Okay, so Tim McGraw just sang a song for that's called "I'm Not Gonna Miss You," and it's apparently from I forget which movie it's from, but it's this movie about this guy, a famous composer, I guess, who got Alzheimer's. I guess it's a pretty good song. Um, so yeah, it's also another one of the nominated songs for best original score, alongside "Everything Is Awesome" and the one from Begin Again from earlier in the video. So yeah, um, pretty interesting, and it's also pretty interesting because Gwyneth Paltrow introduced Tim McGraw like in the ceremony, and I'm pretty sure they were married in real life, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of funny because she's a good friend, more than good friends, if you know what I mean. If they were married, whatever. On to the next award now. Oh god, that was hilarious. Okay, so I was probably not gonna do any commentary on any jokes up until the end of the video when I actually gave my thoughts on the Oscars, but this one was golden, golden. So you have Neil Patrick Harris, and they're recreating a scene from Birdman, The Unexpected Journey of Ignorance, whatever. It's that scene when, if you guys saw the movie, where you have Michael Keaton, and he's going through New York, half naked. He's in his underwear, and he's trying to get back on stage, and they basically recreate the whole scene, inside the Academy Award building. It's just golden. You see him in his underwear, for God's sakes. Golden. golden. Um, Let me just show you quickly. I paused it. I don't know where the hell's this goddamn TV. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah. And then I think you have Miles Teller doing the drum thing from Birdman and Whiplash. That's just hilarious. On to the next award. Actually, the joke with him and David Oyelowo with everything sounds better in a British accent, that was actually pretty funny too. Okay, so right now they're quickly presenting some awards or discussing about some awards they gave about 2 weeks prior to the Academy Awards for technical issues, I guess, or camera software stuff. Pretty interesting, I guess. Okay, so I'm back on a roll. So yeah, best sound mixing goes to Whiplash, just as I predicted. The other nominees are Interstellar, American Sniper, Unbroken, and and Birdman: The Unexpected Journey of Ignorance. So yeah, I mean all of them were pretty good under that category. But yeah, Whiplash I think would have taken it, and it did take it. So yes, I'm back on a roll. Yes. Okay, mark that. Now I have two wrong. So yeah, for best sound editing, I predicted Interstellar, and the winner was American Sniper. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, American Sniper really well deserved because I guess the sound editing was pretty well done. Honestly, I really can't tell the difference between sound editing and sound mixing in my opinion, but I guess it did great. Don't so yeah, I mean, really, I don't really pay attention to the sound normally. But you know, Interstellar that did make me pay attention to the sound. Then again, I had like 5 foot wide speakers next to me, so yeah. And then you know, American Sniper that was also great in terms of sound editing, so I'm very happy for that. The other movies that were under that category were The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies, Unbroken, Interstellar, as I previously stated, and Birdman: The Unexpected Journey of Ignorance or whatever. Virtue of Ignorance. Sorry, and yeah, really well deserved. Really did like it. Do think it deserved it, and yeah. Now on to next award, which will be who knows what. So now on next. Okay, so this one's kind of a shocker. Again, I lost. But this one's a shocker because of a different reason. Um, so yeah, for best supporting actress, the winner was Patricia Arquette. I personally really wanted Keira Knightley to win, but I knew she wasn't gonna win. I really thought that someone else was gonna win. But despite the fact that I really wanted Patricia Arquette to, I'm not Patricia Arquette, Keira Knightley to win. I honestly thought they were gonna choose Meryl Streep because she's Meryl Streep. That's really the only reason why. I didn't think she was gonna win, or at least I didn't really think Meryl Streep deserved the nomination to begin with. So and less of the fact that she would have even deserved the right to win, because yes, she's Meryl Streep. Yes, she's in that small pool of people who always win no matter what. But surprisingly, she didn't win this time. I really wanted Keira Knightley to win, but you know, sadly she didn't. This time around, we have Patricia Arquette. Honestly, I guess she was pretty good in her role in Boyhood. Boyhood, I'm not too crazy about like some people are. I thought it was a good movie. I just thought that movie was the gimmick of 12 Years to Make. Really, not that it bothered me, but it bothered me to some degree. Also, it's really overrated in my opinion, and some of the acting wasn't that good in that movie. But you know, Patricia Arquette, she was actually a pretty good actress in that movie. So was Ethan Hawke for Best Supporting Actor. He was actually pretty good in that movie. And Ella Coltrane, the main character, I thought he was pretty good in the movie. But aside from that, not many other people were outstanding in the movie. But you know, Patricia Arquette really, I guess I'm happy that she won, not Meryl Streep, because you know, if Meryl Streep would have won, my reaction would have been like, ew, Meryl Streep won again. Okay, so yeah, Patricia Arquette won. Congratulations. Yeah, on to the next award. Okay, so Rita Ora, she was introduced by Josh Hutcherson, I believe, and she did the song "Grateful" from Beyond the Lights, I believe, is the movie that came from. Another Oscar-nominated song. It's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, my pick for that song would still have to be "Glory" from Selma, because that song was just incredible. Testify for that song. So yeah, but this song was pretty good. It was pretty good. On to the next award. Of course, because why would they choose a summer blockbuster film or a film based on fucking comics? So yeah, Interstellar wins for best for best special effects, for best visual effects, whatever. So yeah, I did call Interstellar winning as much as I hoped that Dawn of the Planet of the Apes or any of the other three Marvel movies would have won. Now, personally though, I really don't think Captain America should have been on that ballot. I think I think maybe Edge of Tomorrow should have been on that ballot, or even what's the other one called? Or even the Hobbit Battle of the Five Armies should have been on that ballot. And I've even heard people say, Transformers: Age of Extinction should have been on the ballot for best visual effects. My one problem with that movie is that despite the fact that it does have some great visual effects, it has it's basically been nominated for like 50 Razzies this year, so I really don't see it happening. But yeah, of course, Interstellar won. I mean, yes, they have some great visual effects, but as I said earlier, they're never gonna pick a comic book film unless one of the lead actors dies. Dark Knight. Yeah, on to the next award. I'm not really surprised, but kind of disappointed at the same time. Yeah, again, if you want a comic book film to win an award, just have one of your lead actors die. Dark Knight, Heath Ledger, Joker, bye. Bye. And Feast wins Best Animated Short. So yeah, out of all the animated shorts I saw, this is the only one. So yeah, out of all the other ones that were nominated. So the other ones that were nominated were A Single Life, The Molten and Me, The Dam Keeper, and what was the first one? And The Bigger Picture. So yeah, they all looked pretty good animation wise, I guess. Um, so yeah, I mean, congratulations to the Feast. That's really the only one I saw, and it was actually pretty good. So yeah, now on to the next award. Holy shit! Big Hero 6 wins Best Animated Film. So yeah, I totally called it. Really, the only other competition there was How to Train Your Dragon 2. I saw the first one all the way when it came out, like in 2011, and I really didn't like it that much. That was good, but I didn't really like it that much. I never saw the second one because of that. I kind of do want to watch it because it was nominated, but whatever. So yeah, but Big Hero 6, thank you, it won. That was my prediction with How to Train Your Dragon 2 being second runner or front runner or whatever. The other three movies nominated were the Box Trolls, which I'm kind of surprised because not many people liked it that much. I'm surprised that wait, I'm gonna get to that later. The Princess of Kaguya, and the Song of the Sea. And I'm kind of surprised that the Lego Movie didn't wasn't nominated in this section because that would have been the obvious choice, but and obvious winner. But now that it was nominated, now we have Big Hero 6 be the winner. Yes, and that was actually one of my favorite films of last year. So yeah, yeah. No, and also just to be fair, aside from Big Hero 6 and the Lego Movie, those were the only two animated films I saw last year. Eh, still got lucky. Okay, so they just announced the best production design. I predicted the Imitation Game would win because I did think it was produced in the production design aspect really well. But the Grand Budapest Hotel takes it home again. So yeah, this is its third award this evening or night or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I guess it's well deserved. So yeah, on to the next award. Oh, by the way, the other ones under this category were Mr. Turner, Interstellar, The Imitation Game, and Into the Woods. I believe that's all of them. And yeah, and the Grand Budapest Hotel, obviously. So yeah, really well deserved in my opinion. And yeah, on to the next award. Okay, so Emmanuel Lubezki wins Best Cinematography for Birdman: The Unexpected Journey of Ignorance. The other movies nominated were Ida, I forget how you say it, Unbroken, Mr. Turner, Birdman, and the Grand Budapest Hotel. I forget exactly who I wanted this one to win. Um, exactly because this is one of those lesser awards. I mean, for me, no award is really lesser. But some of them are more monumental than others, more important. Of course, Best Picture and some of the other ones are better or more important than this one. But here, let me just check up very fast. Oh yeah, okay. I wanted the Grand Budapest Hotel to win cinematography. Um, yeah, but Birdman won. I'm okay with that. So yeah, for me, yeah, it just seems like Birdman and Budapest are cleaning up, and yeah. So am I upset for this one? Not really. Not really. I'm not. I really. It's okay. I think it's pretty good. So yeah, on to the next award. And the saddest moments in the whole Oscars is the memoirs. This is the time where we have to say rest in peace to all the great people. So yeah, the big one was Robin Williams. That one was expected. I'm just kind of surprised that not many people fucking clap through that shit. I'm kind of surprised not many people fucking clap through Robin Williams like 5 seconds whatever, because because aside from like one more movie he comes out this year, yeah, he has one more movie coming out this year. Um, Aside from that, we're not gonna hear from him ever again. So it's kind of sad. Some of the other ones are Mick Rooney. He was at the beginning of the video. Yeah, he was pretty sad. Um, so yeah, and there's actually this one named DuPont. I forget her first name, but I'm kind of surprised because DuPont, if you guys don't remember, is from the last name is from Foxcatcher. So yeah, some of the other ones include Misty Upham, um, Herb Jeffries, for example, Charles Chaplin, Walt Martin, Lauren Bacall. I'm just going through it right now. Louise Rayner, like going backwards. Dick Smith. Just going really slowly through it. Stuart Stern, Rod Taylor, Joseph Bacall, Williams Gravis or something like that. Gravis. Jimmy T. McCamey, Andrew V. McGlenn, Martha Hayer, Samuel Goldwyn Jr., Rudy Lee, L. M. Kit Carson, Tom Rolfe, Oswald Morris, Richard Attenborough, Gordon Willis, Louis Jordan, uh, Verna Wilson or something like that. Or maybe I got the names messed up. Verno Lissi, sorry. Malik Ben Jalil. Sanford E. Reisenbrough. Bach. H.R. Giger. Paul Aptet. Anita Ekberg. Um, who is that? Let me see very fast. James Shagira. Um, Menahem Golan, James Rebhorn, Lorenzo Semple Jr., George L. Little, just very fast, Maya Angelo, Edward Herman, Alan Hirschfield, Elizabeth Pena, James Garner, I've heard of him actually, Nadia Bronson, Paul Mazurkri, um, uh, Jeffrey Holder, and Mick Rooney, obviously. So yeah, that's all the people. They actually, I think I missed two of them at the end. Right, yeah, at the end. So yeah, just to go through it very fast. At the end, Mike Nichols and Bob Hoskins. I've actually heard of him. Alan Raisin, Frank Yablans. I've actually heard of him. Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I've heard of him actually. I believe he did a movie a couple years ago. Ella and Eli Wallach. So yeah, those are all the dead people from the last year. And then at the end, you have this lady. I have no idea about who she is, but singing, and it's one of the saddest things. So yeah, rip all of them, especially Robin Williams and Mick Rooney and the rest of them. Rip all of them. They were so great in this field. Yeah. I'm actually really surprised at this one. Whiplash wins best film editing. Really surprised at it. Yeah, I thought Boyhood was gonna win because it took 12 motherfucking years to make. I guess the Academy Awards aren't as stupid as I thought. Logically, because honestly, I thought Boyhood would be cleaning up this just because it took 12 motherfucking years to make. I thought it was a good movie. I did think it was highly overrated as fuck. So I'm kind of surprised that Whiplash won. My bets were on Boyhood because it took 12 motherfucking years to make. I'm kind of surprised that Birdman though wasn't in under this category. Come to think of it, so yeah, because that was almost like one continuous shot. But yeah, Whiplash really happy it won. So yeah, on to the next. Okay, so at this point I've kind of lost track of how many I've gotten wrong and right. I kind of really don't care anymore. So yeah, best documentary, like full length documentary. So the nominees were The Salt of the Earth, Finding Vivian Meyer, Virunga, Citizen 4, and Last Days in Vietnam. The winner, Citizen 4. The only one that's basic, and Citizen Four is the only one I really know about anything. Well, that and Finding Vivian Mayer, which I'm assuming it's about finding some girl called Vivian Mayer. Last Day in Vietnam, I'm assuming something about Last Days in Vietnam. Virunga, from what they showed, it has to do about apes or something like, or someone being in the jungle and the salt of the earth. I really couldn't tell what it's about. Citizen 4 seems to be about Edward Snowden, which is pretty interesting. I kind of do want to watch it right now after figuring out that's about Edward Snowden. Because from the poster and the promotional poster, I didn't realize that was Edward Snowden until they showed footage of it right now. So, yeah, Citizen 4. Pretty interesting. That was actually my runner up. So, yeah, on to the next award. Yes. Finally, the song I've been waiting for. Glory. Yes. Common and John Legend have finally performed it. Was that hard to ask from the beginning? I say that song's gonna win Best Song for this year, or last year. Best Oscar song, whatever the fuck it's gonna call. Better win. Yes. 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 Glory wins Best Original Song of any movie or song or every category that I wanted them to win. This one was the one I most wanted them to win. As for if anything else would have won, I would have been ranting like a fucker right here, right now. Especially if Everything Is Awesome would have won. God damn, that song annoys me. And if that thing would have won, god damn. I mean, while Common and John Legend were performing, you saw David Oyelowo, you saw Chris Pine, you saw everybody just bawling throughout the whole theater. I mean, that's a great song. After seeing the movie, that was a great movie. How can it not have won? I mean, of any song that they showed, none of them gave a bigger impact, bigger, evoked more emotion than Glory did. Such an incredible song from such an incredible movie that was so criminally underrated, in my opinion. One of the best movies. I mean, honestly, not Glory. Selma should have been nominated for Best Director, Best Actor in a Leading Role, no Best Screenplay, bunch of other awards. I mean, there's many movies that were criminally underrated. Gone Girl was another one, in my opinion, and Nightcrawler was another one. But Selma, I think, was the one also that was highly criminally underrated, and luckily it won Best Song. I don't think it's gonna win Best Picture. I'm gonna be completely honest. That one's probably gonna go to Boyhood because it took 12 motherfucking years to go. Yeah, I thought it was a good movie, not the best movie as everybody's been ranting about. Yeah, such a great, such a great song from such an incredible movie, such a touching movie, in my opinion. Yeah. Out of any of all the songs from a movie, because I've heard all of these songs right before the Oscars came out. Once the Oscars came out with their nominations and their ballots and whatever, and I saw all the songs. I saw Everything Is Awesome, which I already heard, so I didn't need to hear it again. I saw Glory, which by that time I've already heard it, so I knew it. But I heard the other three songs for a while, for about maybe half an hour, just to make sure to know which one I liked more. And Glory was the one that I think I liked the most. Everything is awesome. I didn't really want to hear it again because it annoyed the shit out of me. The other three, they were good, but nowhere as incredible as Glory. Congratulations, Glory. Okay, so what do they do now? What did they do now? So basically, they wanted to, I guess, commemorate or respect or honor the sound of music. The movie, the Sound of Music. It came out about 50 years ago. It came out in the 60s. I guess he said 50 years ago. So I guess 1965-ish. So, yeah, Scarlett Johansson, she kind of introduces it or honors it or whatever you want to call it. And then afterwards you have Lady Gaga, and she she basically, I guess, sings one of the songs of the movie. I mean, that really threw me off, mostly because, one, why would they want to commemorate the Sound of Music? I mean, from what I've seen, it's an okay film, not the best film. I mean, it is an Academy Award winning film for Best Picture, but for me, it's okay. It's pretty decent. Um, so yeah, from what I've seen, again, I haven't seen the full movie. I believe it's like 3 hours long, but from what I've seen, it's an okay movie. So yeah, Lady Gaga. I mean, she's a pretty good singer, so I guess the song she sang from the movie is actually pretty good. or at least the way she sung it is pretty good. I mean, one of the good things about it is that at least she's not wearing some weird meat costume this time around, made out of goddamn bacon and steak. So yeah, that's the good news. So yeah, The Sound of Music. I mean, I will watch it eventually in its entirety, but I don't know. From what I've seen, it's a decent movie. It's not the best movie ever, as most people say, to be maybe one of the best musicals ever, but not one of the best movies ever. So yeah, on to next. So yeah, the Grand Budapest Hotel is just killing it tonight. Um, Alexander Desplat, I believe is how you say his name. He just won for best original score. Um, I believe for best original score, and yeah, there's some stupid fly going around here. That's kind of distracting me. It really does distract me. So yeah, for best original score, for me, I wanted let's see. For best original score, I wanted Interstellar to win. So yeah, actually, I thought Grand Budapest Hotel was in the bottom. My order was Interstellar, Theory of Everything, Imitation Game, Grand Budapest, and then Mr. Turner. But Grand Budapest came up on top again. Maybe it will win Best Picture. I highly doubt it, but the way it's going, it possibly will. I mean, I'm surprised it got nominated as much as it is, and I'm even more surprised that it got. I mean, yeah, I'm surprised it got nominated as much as it did, and I'm even more surprised that's winning as much as it is, because I thought it was a great movie when it first came out. Actually, no, scratch that. I thought it was a good movie when it first came out. I rewatched it, and I thought it was a even better movie. So yeah, but I don't. Does it deserve all these awards? To some extent, yes, and to another extent, no. I'm kind of torn on it. I mean, sometimes it does deserve the award, sometimes it doesn't. But for me, still, I'm pretty happy Grand Budapest won. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna bullshit. I actually fell asleep. Actually voluntarily. I was actually getting pretty tired. After a while in the award ceremony, at the Oscars. So I decided to just get to sleep and watch the rest the next day. Yes, I already know who won for the remaining awards I haven't already said, but I'm still rewatching the Oscars. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. Really quickly. Yeah, I'm still watching the Oscars. Or because I recorded it. So yeah. I'm still gonna try to do my live reactions to some extent. So yeah. Graham Moore just won for best adapted screenplay for The Imitation Game. So yeah, the other movies under that category were Inherent Vice, Whiplash, Imitation Game, and The Theory of Everything. There's one more, but I can't really think of it right now. I can't remember it right now. So yeah, Imitation Game. I do think it does deserve that award. It's actually a pretty well written movie in my opinion. Whiplash, that's actually another really well written movie. Inherent Vice I actually never saw, so can't really comment on that one. And I mean, as much as I want Theory of Everything to win for that category, I do think Imitation Game does deserve the award as well, because it did take the concept of gays, or being gay or whatnot, and turn into actually a pretty touching story at the end. I mean, also also Theory of Everything, they did something similar where they took a touching story of this guy with in this case for Theory of Everything, with a disability, and turned into a touching story. Both of them were touching stories. Um, but yeah, I'm not really upset that Imitation Game won. I'm actually pretty happy. And yeah, and the screenwriter Graham Moore, I didn't know he was gay till like when he started talking. So yeah, and he gave this really touching speech. Yeah, I haven't really commented on any of the speeches because most of them are just, thank you to the director, thank you to them, and this and that, right? But here he does give us thank yous, and then he talks about how being gay has changed his life and whatnot. So yeah, that's very touching. And yeah, if you're gay, bisexual, lesbian, queer, transgender, or whatever, bigender or whatever, or mixed emotions or whatever. Just be yourself. Be as weird as you want, or just gay as you want, or whatever. Just be who you are. In my opinion, everybody should be who they want to be. Sorry, everybody should be who they want to be. I have no prejudice against gays or lesbians or whatever. Me personally, I'm not a gay or bisexual. I'm not. I'm straight, but I am accepting. I do accept people who are bisexual, gay, queer, transgender, lesbian. fags, fags, whatever, bigenders, whatever other terms you have for that, um, ducks. So yeah, I'm accepting of that. So yeah, if you're just quick message, if you are gay, be just be whoever you want to be. And yeah, really touching speech from Graham Moore. Really happy that he won and Imitation won, game one. And yeah, now on to the next award. Okay, so Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He just won for Best Director for Birdman. So yeah, we all know what that means. If normally Best Director normally wins. Yeah, I already know who won all the awards. I'm just saying the trend is always like that. If you win Best Director, you normally do also win Best Picture. I mean, I already know who won all the awards. But I'm gonna leave my reaction for that award and all the other awards till later. So yeah, the other nominees for that movie, best director were Richard Linklater for Boyhood, the one for The Imitation Game, I forget his name, Bennett Miller, I believe, for Foxcatcher, I believe that's how you say his name, or that is his name, and I forget it was I believe I forget who the other one. I want to say it was the guy. It's the one from Theory of Everything. I want to say it's that, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Or Whiplash. It's either the guy from Whiplash or the guy from Theory of Everything. I need to check that up again. So yeah, and I know the controversy with them excluding the director for Selma because she's a female black director. Yeah, I do think there was some discrimination. I mean, Bennett Miller, for Foxcatcher, I really didn't think he should have been nominated for that award, in my opinion. So it really doesn't really make any sense. I really would have preferred them to have chosen Selma, or the director for Selma under that award. And also because Bennett Miller, his movie Foxcatcher wasn't really nominated for Best Picture. So yeah, yeah. On to the next award, which is Best Actor. Best actor, Eddie Redmayne. Yeah, kind of has to be, in my opinion. This one of all, this is one of those that's kind of a shoe in, in my opinion. For that was kind of obvious, in my opinion. Alongside Best Supporting Actor with J.K. Simmons and Best Song, which was Glory from Selma. I mean, this is like the only other award I could think of that was kind of a shoe in. I mean, yeah, all the other awards were kind of iffy. They could have gone any other way. Except for yeah, maybe best animated short film too. What was kind of obvious with Feast, but any other award it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, Eddie Redmayne. So happy that he won. He was in The Theory of Everything, one of my favorite number one movie of 2014. Stephen Hawking. Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, he had to after like every 15 or 20 minutes, he had to be more crippled and crippled up until the point that he was kind of like like this, he was like this, like hello. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't be teasing, you guys know what I mean. And and due to the fact that his position, I heard in an interview or something, due to the fact the uncomfortable position he was for several weeks during the filming of the movie, he kind of not he didn't break his back exactly, but he has kind of a bent or a hunch on his back that's slowly recovering, but he does have a hunch, which I guess that takes dedication, and you can kind of see it even in the Oscars. He does kind of have a bit of a hunch. So yeah, so who did he go up against? He went up against Michael Keaton, um, Michael Keaton, Bradley Cooper, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Stephen Carell. Yeah, Stephen Carell. I'm still kind of, I still wonder, should Stephen Carell have been nominated for Best Actor, Leading Actor? Maybe. I mean, yes, he did. He was an incredible. Here's my problem with Foxcatcher and the Oscars. You have Mark Ruffalo, who was great in the movie, but he shouldn't have been nominated at all, in my opinion. Really, that movie was more of a Channing Tatum movie. So logically, they should have put Channing Tatum as leading actor and Stephen Carell as supporting actor. But due to the billing, the way they paid their actors, you have Stephen Carell as leading actor, followed by Mark Ruffalo as supporting actor, and Channing Tatum as the second supporting actor. But since the first supporting actor is Mark Ruffalo, you have Mark Ruffalo as that. So yeah, I mean, I really don't like the way they advertise Foxcatcher for the Oscars in that way for the casting, but whatever. Yeah, really happy that Eddie Redmayne won, and yeah, and it's kind of sad too because I heard that he's in that movie Jupiter Ascending, which I haven't seen yet. But I heard that he sucked in that movie. Yeah. Hopefully he gets back on track to doing some, Oscar-worthy movies this year, next year, whatever year. So yeah, Eddie Redmayne, really happy that he won. On to the next. So best actress was won by Julianne Moore. She was from Still Alice. That one was kind of expected. Why? Oh, because the Oscars just have that little small ring of people who they love to give their Oscars to. And yeah, I mean, that's also the same reason why we have Meryl Streep, who got nominated for Best Supporting Actress, when in reality, she really shouldn't have been nominated for Best Supporting Actress. But again, her and Julianne Moore are part of that small ring of people who always win no matter what. They always nominate no matter what. So who is Julianne Moore up against? Rosamund Pike in Gone Girl, Felicity Jones for Theory of Everything. Who else was it? Those three. From Reese Witherspoon's from Wild, and who was the last one? Who was the last one? I'm trying to remember. What was the last one? Felicity Jones. Was Marion Coltillard from 2 Days, One Night. Yeah, it's some kind of indie film that nobody even. That was basically like one of the sleeper films of this season. So yeah, of course, Julianne Moore wins. No surprise there. I really kill in the living room, so I'm just like gonna come back here to my room. I've already finished the Oscars. So yeah, I'm back in my room. So yeah, I'm just gonna give my quick thoughts on that quick joke that Neil Patrick Harris did with the predictions. I thought that was actually pretty funny. So yeah, now on to the Best Picture awards, which will be okay. So I originally predicted Boyhood to win, but I didn't really want it to win. I was just being realistic, right? So I was being realistic because honestly, I thought not Birdman, Boyhood. I thought Boyhood was gonna win just because it took 12 motherfucking years to make. That's really the only reason I thought it was gonna win. Yeah, I didn't think any of the other movies stood a choice because this one was so artistic and it took 12 years, and the Academy Awards loves bullshit like this. So yeah, again, I thought Boyhood was a good movie, but it was really overhyped, and the gimmick really just didn't work for me because there's times where the boy was being known as oh fuck. So now Birdman wins. Should it have won? Should Birdman have won? Maybe. In my opinion, Birdman possibly should have won. Yes, I guess to some degree it does deserve the award because, again, like Boyhood, it is revolutionary. In this case, it was mostly one continuous shot. The one thing that pisses me off about this movie is that everybody says this was one continuous shot. It was all one continuous shot, and no, that is not. That is complete bullshit. It was not all one continuous shot. Just the last 5 minutes where it gets cut, and the last 5 minutes, I swear to God, I fucking hate the last 5 minutes. So yeah, Sean Penn, he introduced the award, and it's funny. I love the way he says it. He's like, who the hell gave this guy? He's like, who the hell gave this guy the green card? Birdman, the unexpected virtue of ignorance. So yeah, I mean the way it was just funny because the guy's Mexican. So yeah, I'm not saying that's racist or whatever, kind of, but whatever. I really love the way it was introduced, Sean Penn. So yeah, who else was nominated for Best Picture? You have Boyhood, Birdman, Grand Budapest Hotel, Theory of Everything, Imitation Game, American Sniper, and Whiplash, and Selma. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Birdman wins. Yeah, the Academy Awards, they're over now. Now I really don't know how much of my predictions I got wrong and right. I know it's mostly I think I got a little bit over half right. So yeah, think about it like maybe like 55, 45, like 55 correct, 45 wrong. 55% right, 45% wrong. It was pretty much 50-50. So I mean, it's over. So yeah, what are your thoughts? Who do you think was snubbed in the awards? Who do you think should have won? Who would you have preferred to see winning? Who do you think should have won? Who do you think should have been nominated for certain awards? What are your thoughts on the whole Oscars? What are your opinions on that? I've been commenting throughout these 2 days, giving you my thoughts. And also, since Birdman won, and Birdman is kind of a semi-biographical film. Michael Keaton and both Michael Keaton and Ronald and Reagan in the movie, they both used to be superheroes back in the 1980s, very popular. And Birdman, he used to be this character called Birdman. In real life, Michael Keaton used to be this character called Batman. Yeah, I just realized I had the shirt right now. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the awards? Comment on that down below, let me know. I know it's a pretty long video, so sorry about it, but it's just all my opinions on everything that happened. And yeah, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. What are your thoughts on everything? Comment out that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. That's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off. Bye.